I just thought I'd share with you a radiogram that I've got at the moment that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to keep, sadly. It's just so enormous. I mean, you can see how enormous it is here. It's completely blocking my dining room doors at the moment. Basically sort of saved this. The people who had this really didn't have the room for it. And I think they would have ended up burning it on the bonfire because it was really in the way. It's on casters. Unfortunately, it suffered some woodworm, and the woodworm has eaten the plywood at the back. Thankfully, it's only eaten in two places, and somebody had removed the wood where the woodworm had eaten. It's basically eaten the bottom panel where the speaker cabinet is, and it's eaten the back panel, which would have been plywood, which sealed the speaker, because the speaker chamber is a sealed acoustic chamber. Somebody's cut some board, will cut a board, and I've obviously started to replace the wood, but unfortunately it was taken out of a house, and the bottom trim here was just dragged. It's on casters, so this bottom trim actually isn't supporting anything, but when it's been dragged, it's been damaged, which is unfortunate. But the rest of the cabinet, other than that, is in really good condition. It's got this beautiful bird's eye maple veneer, which goes to show you what a quality thing this was. I've taken the doors off, and I've taken most of it out of the cabinet purely and simply because it's so enormously heavy. This is the inside of one of the doors. This is a different wood again. It's not maple wood. This one is a different wood, and then it's walnut veneered on the front. I mean, a lot of this is just dirt. It will actually clean up, but these are enormously heavy, these doors. It's got quite nice handles as well, very sort of 50s. This is a nice, again, the bird's eye maple veneer on the record changer plinth here. Unfortunately, somebody's changed the original record changer. I think this thing dates from the early 50s. I cannot find any information on this at all. It's a Ferguson 501 RG, although the actual power amplifier says a 500. Now, there did exist a Radiogram 500 of Ferguson, but it doesn't use the same valve lineup. This is G.E.C KT66s in push-pull, so a serious power amplifier here. This is a Celestion 12-inch woofer, and it's truly enormous. And another Celestion tweeter in this little box. I mean, this weighs a ton, this thing, and is huge. This is a crossover, but part of the speaker system. A serious sort of, this looks like it means business, this crossover. And then this is the radio tuner part. Now, it has FM. It must be a really early FM tuner. Again, it's a date from the early 50s. It's unusual for it to have FM. And as you can see, it says 501 here. And of course, it's got the window for the band. But you can see that the FM tuner is sort of piggybacked on the top. And so what sort of leads me to believe it's a slightly... Obviously, they updated their original 500 to a 501 with FM, is because if you look down at the knob positions, you've got the function controls here, which is shortwave, medium wave distance, medium wave local, long wave, and gram. So in order to get to FM, you'd have to select gram here, and then up here you have a knob for FM and gram. So I assume you would then click it over to FM, and then when you wanted it onto gram, you click it to gram. So it's almost as though, because there isn't a position here, they've just piggybacked on an FM tuner, which would make this even better, because, I mean, as well as having that wonderful push-pull amplifier with the Magic Eye EM34 Magic Eye, you would be able to get FM radio through this, the lovely sound of this machine, this radiogram. I really do like this bird's eye maple. Unfortunately, it's so massive. It's not worth my time and effort to get it to go. I've taken everything out of the cabinet, and I'm going to have to move it on, so I basically put it on eBay. I'm hoping somebody will actually repair the cabinet, because it would be worth repairing it, because it is a beautiful thing, if you've got the space. I mean, it's truly enormous. I mean, I've got the Zenith radiogram there, which is nowhere near as big, and these things are big compared to the British radiograms, and this is, like I said, this is a really high-end radiogram. This would have been a fortune when it was new. So I just thought I'd do a video of it while I've actually still got it. And as I said, I hope somebody will buy it and keep it all together. I mean, it is damaged, and the people who had this were going to burn it or were going to just dispose of it if nobody had it. So whatever is saved from this is better than it being burnt on a fire, as far as I'm concerned. I would love to get it to go, get it all working, but I know if I did, I'd want to keep it. And I really have got nowhere to put it, and I would be cramming it in, and I'd have to be storing it, which wouldn't be ideal. So in order to be kind to it, I'm going to have to let it go. I'm hoping, as I said, that somebody will keep it all together and restore it, because it would be a wonderful thing once it's all done up. And it would sound amazing, I imagine, especially with this massive Celestion speaker and this little Celestion tweeter there. So yes, it's on eBay at the moment, and let's hope somebody buys it and gives it and gives it the care and attention it deserves. This would sound great. The nice thing about this is you'd be able to really enjoy 78s on this and long playing records in mono, but you've got the added benefit of having the FM. So you'd actually just still be able to use this as a modern FM radio and get a really good mono sound from it. It's even got a filter, and I don't understand what the filter thing is, but it's something to do with the amplifier, like a cut-off filter or something. So, you know, bass and treble. A really serious piece of kit when this was new. I hate to think how much it must have cost, but very lucky that it's survived at all.